think Mr Ibaisaiac's trying to kill me. He's just sent me this massive, heavy box and then made me carry it all the way from my office. Let's get it unboxed and see what's making it so heavy. I have to lie down. So yes, hello my vacuum cleaner chums, how are you today? We have an unboxing of another project to be fixed for a fellow collector. Hoping that by the time I upload this video I'd have thought of some snappy title, because I may as well. We had a slightly humorous one for Dorian at Hoovers. I didn't think of something that rhymes with Ibaisaic to put up with this, because yes, this is from everybody's favourite YouTuber, Mr Lang. It is a machine that he has apparently had for quite some years and it has never worked, and he's finally got so fed up with having it lying around doing nothing and he's asked me if I could have a crack at it. And apparently there's some other bits and bobs in here as well, so this video we're basically just going to get it open. Well, we have a empty box that used to contain some glass. What is in here? Ooh, it is some carbon brushes, very nice. An armature, that should look familiar if you remember Dorian's video. Well, this should give it away a little bit. A Hoover bag. Does it need a wash? It needs the zip oiling, that's for sure. Oof. Well, not oof, just musty. Musty. Oh, a nice genuine. Would we expect anything less from our Roger? No, he would never be seen dead with a pattern bag in one of his vacuum cleaners. Genuine Hoover H4. Very nice. Yes, as you can probably gather, this is a Hoover Junior. Do I seem to be alright at those? People always seem to want semi-juniors. Did we own at some point? Yes, that bag's... The zip is intact, it's just incredibly dry, so I shall rub a bit of candle wax on that. Well, that's ominous, isn't it? We might have to have a putting it together video, whether I get time in this one or not, I'm not entirely sure. So, more boxes. What's in here? Ooh, this one's taped up. Where did I put those scissors? There they are. Let's see what's in this small little box. Quite heavy. Ah, yes. We have a cord rewind and a motor. Both from, apparently, a Hoover Aria. So, that's nice, they're Amtech. And I have a vague idea of what I might like to do with this. So, he said he would send it anyway. The cable I definitely have an idea for. It finally means I can do a vacuum cleaner that's been sat in the shed since I flipping unboxed it. So, they will come in handy, but have nothing to do with this. We have a switch cover with an amazingly intact spark arrestor plate. Now, if you have lots of juniors or have seen them, you will know that this pad here falls apart because the foam that's under it just destroys itself, really, and that is incredibly good. And I'll be honest, I might not wash that, just wipe it down, because I think you might be able to still buy them. They're always for list on those spares websites that when you actually go to buy something, they haven't got it in stock, so you might be able to still get them. I don't know. I'm not going to ruin that one. We have a handle, and that means, I think, that this, here's the cable. Ooh, with a horrible modern plug on it. Ooh, that's not befitting to this old girl. We'll have to see if we can do something about that. And in here, then, I would imagine I shall just cut the tape, because I don't know was cut before. I don't think it's rusted in. And here we have the main event. A Hoover Junior exclusive, which is actually in not bad condition. That's a little bit loose. Come on, let's just tease you off. Oh, that's alright, that's fine. That screw there is loose, which is what's making that all rattle around. I'm really hoping it wasn't broken, and it's not. So that's fine. In fact, I might put this is on our bloody titanium. Yeah, luckily it doesn't need a machine polish. We will get away, because I'm going to refurbish this for him. I'm not going to touch that at all with the rotary. Yes, it's got a few light surface scratches, but the second you take that off, it will never come back. So that will have to be done by hand. And I'm going to put that up here out of the way. Because any of this, if it breaks, we can get another one. The other one, not a chance. And yeah, apparently it doesn't work. It is the same sort of crack as Mr Hooverlux's one, where it doesn't work. Whether it ever did or not, I'm not entirely sure. The wiring looks okay, but I haven't really looked at it too much. It's a bit grubby. It's probably more storage dirt than anything else. There's no belt on it. The motor seems to turn, so yeah, we need to have a look at why that is dead. We shall do that maybe today. Depends if the low battery light comes on my camera, really. So that part is what I have to do. However, we have the payment for this work in this box. I know what one of it is. I don't know what the rest is, but these look interesting. Should we open these first? Roger said he's gone through the videos and lots of stuff. Oh, we have some paperwork. Oh, marvellous. Look, there's a DC-18. I've got a DC-18. I must do something with. DC-18 brochure. Oh, a Dyson brochure. Covering DC-07, DC-04 and DC-03. That's cool. Thank you very much, Roger. Most of my brochures came from Roger. I've not seen him on eBay for a while, but he was on there as Granville's Emporium, and unbeknownst to me at the time, I bought loads of them from him. And look, I've now got some more. That's cool, isn't it? These will be nice to go through. This is like the entire upright range. Thank you, Roger. Oh, there's a key here, so what we got? We got DC 15, 14, 7, 11, 8, 8. Yeah, there we go. All of the Dyson upright range. That's nice. I'm due to do one last video of paperwork because I haven't gone through it all yet. Oh, very nice. Oh wait, there's something else in here as well. Ah, the little DC-22. I've had one of those in for repair before. What else is there? Ooh. Some Smeebo brochures. Look at that. The Airbelt K series from... Now these I think you can date. I'm sure on my scans that I've got somewhere, but not on this one. They do sometimes have a date on them, that one doesn't. I don't know, maybe it's just a PDFs that you can date. But yeah, very nice. Oh, a Felix. I must get a Felix. I've never had a Felix. They don't come up that cheap in good enough condition to do anything with. The X series, which is now very out of date because obviously the X7 was released a little while ago. So that'd be good to see. Oh, and a Miele brochure from 2005. Well, there's been a red one of those on my channel before. There it is there. Cat and Dog TT 2000. We featured one of those. I have had a yellow one of those, but it was destroyed, so it was parted out. I've probably still got some body panels somewhere. What else have we had in here? I haven't had a solution HEPA. I might have done actually, but it would have been knackered. Oh look! Got one of those. Done sod all with it, but I've got one of those. Revolution 700. I don't think I've had any of these. I've never had an S4. I've had them into repair. Never had an S4. Never had a Miele Art. And all the tools. Very nice. Thank you, Roger. And there is another envelope as well. He must have been having a clear out. Well, I know he's up at his mum's today, putting some vacuums over, so... There we go. We have the Curry's floor care voucher. Look. So I'll probably do another video of these. I'll just literally open them and go, ooh. That's it. I think, is this just Dyson? No, there we go. Look. As good as Dyson are, we all know what Dysons were about. I think that's just Dyson. Dyson. I know that they are right. Yeah, it's always fun to tick off vacuums that we have seen on my channel, or that I've owned. So we'll skip the Dysons because we know what they're like. There's a Turbo Force. We've had a Turbo Force before. I think I've had, in fact, way back on my channel, before I did the videos properly, I have had a Vax Max 6 with the cord rewind. It wasn't too bad actually, got rid of that a while ago though. Various Pure Powers, and I've had, may not have videoed it, one of those before in for repair. I've got in bits now, one of those, you probably have seen it by the time this gets done. My S7, soddingly difficult machine that is. What else have we got? Morphy Richards, various, not had one of those. Oh, we've had one of those. Electrolux Vitesse. And that one, the Pet Lover. That's all the uprights there was. Right, let's skip past the Dyson cylinders. And play the what cylinders have I had game. Well, we've had... In fact, Mum's got one of those now. I could probably get one of those right now. The Autumn Red Cat and Dog. S5 something. Had one of those. But I think I had one of those. They got fucking lost by the post office when I refurbished it. I've had several of those. That was what got me into Miele's. One of those from Free Cycle. Oh, look, a Henry Auto Save. Got a Henry Auto Save there. Convenient, isn't it? Various little electrolyte. Not had any of those. Not had any of those. Handhelds. Oh gosh. Well, I've got a DC-16 and a DC-16 Animal. They both need batteries, which are quite expensive. And various carpet washers. I won't have had any of those. We had one of those, didn't we? Hateful little thing that was. So that's cool. What else is there? Oh, Hoover floor care, the inside story. Oh my gosh. This is a bit fabulous. I had a discovery once. Swapped it with another collector for something, and it was the hard box bagless model, which meant that it was utterly terrible. But I wish it had been bagged. Really wish it had been bagged. It would have been alright. That's nice. And then I'm not going to read it all now. Hoover brush and wash, they're supposed to be very good. Not had one of those. What is that, a Galaxy? Do you know, I thought that was a little Hoover Galaxy. Oh, Hoover Free Space. I've seen those on eBay actually. I've never picked one up. No, proper brochure. I might have this. But if it's not as good condition as this, we'll be alright. So, what have we got here? Well, it covers proper Hoovers. Proper ones. What have we got? There's one of those. You know, I'm thinking about buying one of those today for something. My Turbo Power Freedom. Not got Turbo Master Freedom, sadly. Do you know what? I've got both of those now. I used to have this when I was a little boy and used to lust over them. And now I've got both of those Turbo Powers. I've got two of that one, but one's foreign. That's nice. What else have we got? U2718. Got one of those. In fact, that was the one that I did the 2-hour refurb video on. I think I've got one of those, but it's a lot more yellow than it is there. And I think I've also got, I've got a U2714, or I've got the red one that came after it. Not entirely sure. Do you know what? Hang on. Luckily, I'm lazy. So, we can look at this U2194, and look, I can give you a real example of one. I can't really fit on camera, because I need to box this up and put it away, and it's just been sat in the corner of this room for weeks. We'll get told off it soon. There's a U2714. I've never had one of those, which is actually a Hoover Sprite, but they obviously bagged it up as a junior at some point. Aquamasters, we've had an older Aquamaster. These are a little bit newer though. Oh, I've never had a Vogue, sadly. Or that style of Sensatronic. Got a Galaxy though. I wonder if my Galaxy is going to be in here. Vogue, Sensatronic. Ooh. Not my top of the line Galaxy, got the same colour, but the 1000S for standard. Hoover Jet, I've had a Hoover Jet before in the dim and distant past. Double duty, not had a Hoover double duty. And I've got a brown one of those, and I do have one of those, but it's fit for the bin. And I do have one of those as well somewhere. Marvellous, thank you Mr Roger. B&Q electrical cleaning. Gosh. Oh, this is sort of the vaguely commercially type ones. There's some Dyson there, you get DC04 standard for 170 quid. Bargain. Oh, I've got that steam cleaner. I've had that one since new, the SC1122. Yeah. Worth a ponder. Ooh, Hoover double duty. I've got some more scanning to do by the looks of this. 2017, the town I'm in now, Marlow, average house price £500,000, £700,000. I could pay off my mortgage with 50 grand. Gosh, blimey. From TSB, they don't even exist anymore. 1988. Oh. Do washing machine people watch my channel? No. We have the vacuums. Can't really get it on site. I had one of those brown compacts. That's Aquatronic. Look, had one of those. The red Porter Power. Don't see many of those. God, I mean, had an Aqua Plus as well, but it wasn't very good. And the brushback and the dustette. Nice. Oh, all applications must be received by 30th of June 1998. We're too late. And the Hoover Specialist range, which is brush vacs, jet and wash, steam cleaners, and other non-standard stuff. Amazing! Thank you, Roger. You've given me some scanning to do and some bedtime reading. Now we have the actual payment, which is a vacuum cleaner. Ooh. Handle screw. Yes, I seem to now own a Hoover Lifetime, a Hoover Hairy and Nice. I'm not going to unbox it in this video. Just open it and check it there. Yeah, ooh, this is a new one. Save that. We'll do a separate unboxing of that. So basically, I have some work to do to get this running. This U1034 from December 1977. Very nice. It looks quite clean. I'll be honest, it needs a damn good rotary. And there appears to be some sort of... The camera may not pick it up. There's something been splattered on there. So there are improvements to be made. But it's not too bad, really. We best work out why it doesn't work. So, thank you very much for watching. this quite lengthy unboxing video. We'll do that separately, although I won't go into too much detail because obviously you've seen it all before on Roger's channel. So thank you, Roger, for giving me something to do over the next few weeks. The next video you see will be trying to work out why it doesn't work. But until then, thank you very much for watching and goodbye.